What's up, guys, and welcome to Knoxville, Tennessee. This is the brand new Volkswagen Jetta GLI, and that is a crazy tall tower called the Sun Sphere, because Knoxville had the World's Fair here in 1982, which coincidentally is right around the same time that the GLI was starting to hit the shores here in the US. This came out just in the late 70s. But, well, we're here, guys, to drive the new GLI on a very special road in eastern Tennessee and a little bit of North Carolina. I'm not going to tell you what the road is. You're going to have to write a comment down below. Let us know which road you think we're going to be driving this car on, because when we do the full review, well, then of course we'll tell you what the road is. And to make it even better, the first person to correctly guess whichever road it is that we're going to be driving this car on, it's a very famous road, we'll pin your comment, we'll give you a thumbs up. So yeah, drop a comment down below, tell us which road you think we're going to be driving on. Plus, guys, at the end of this video, well, we're parked in a tunnel for a very good reason. It's because it's the best place to hear an engine, obviously. So at the end of this video, stick around, we'll start it up, we'll do a couple revs and see how this little 2-liter turbo sounds. This is, it's like a first poke around, right? This is my first time seeing the GLI. I am TFL's resident Volkswagen guy. I own a GTI. So let's just take a look, let's take it all in, see what this new GLI has to offer. First things first, I think styling is an important place to start because it's the first thing you see when you walk up to the car, right? And the GLI has a lot of the same sort of stylistic touches as the GTI, make it look a little more sporty, a little different from its standard Jetta cousins. And of course, it's got the lipstick treatment, as I think a lot of people like to call it. The red stripe through the grille, and over here on the side, you have the GLI badge with red. It looks really good. I actually like the way this grille looks. It has this hexagonal pattern, big openings, and a little more aggressive front end overall. I mean, it just looks sportier, right? This is the sporty Jetta. It should look the sporty part. If you come around the side, you can see we've got some more GLI badges and a set of rather large 18-inch alloy wheels. And if you keep going back, like along the axle, between the brakes and the engine and the transmission and all that stuff, there's a very special differential right in there. And this differential is a torque vectoring differential. It's the same one you'd get in a Performance Pack GTI, but it can send power to either of the two front wheels, which is really cool if you're trying to drive fast on a fun road, which is what we're doing tomorrow. Keep on moving down, you arrive at the back. There's a few things that set apart the GLI from a standard Jetta. Lets you know it's a little more sporty, right? And the most obvious thing is the exhaust. You get the dual exit chrome tip exhaust, which, well, we'll show you at the end of the video, but they do sound pretty good. You get a GLI badge with the red text and these cool LED taillights. A little lip spoiler, just to give you a hint of sport, you know, just a taste of sportiness. But overall, I think it looks really good. I think some people are a little conflicted maybe about the front end styling with that grille, the way the red stripe goes through it. So, you know, styling is always a personal choice. So let us know in the comments down below, type it up. Tell us what you think of the styling on this GLI. Of course, take a look under the hood. That is always important, guys. And this is a bread and butter engine for Volkswagen. I could talk about this engine in my sleep because they've been using it for a long time, and the reason is it's a good engine. It's a 2-liter turbocharged 4-cylinder. In this case, it makes 228 horsepower and 258 pound-feet of torque. You have two choices of transmission with the GLI for 2019. There is either a manual transmission option or the dual clutch, which Volkswagen calls the DSG. This one is a DSG. I'm gonna see if I can get my hands on the manual transmission for tomorrow because I really like the manual that we have in this current generation of the Golf, the GTI, and now this Jetta. It's a really good transmission. This engine is known by Volkswagen people as the EA888, the EA888, and it's featured in a lot of Volkswagen vehicles, but the three performance cars that it shows up in is the GTI, the Golf R, and now this. This is the exact same engine that's in the GTI. I mean, they've changed nothing. The transmission is the same. The differential, if you get the Performance Pack, is the same. It's a GTI power plant, which should prove to be really fun. If you get this engine in the Golf R, it's got a bigger turbo, some other go-fast bits, and it makes a lot more horsepower, which is understandable, right? But here, I think 228 should still prove to be rather fun. Okay, that's enough blabbing about the engine because we should go inside. So inside, well, it's actually a really nice place to be. There's red stitched stuff all over the place. You get the same exact steering wheel that you would get in the GTI. It has the red stitching, the flat bottom. It's a really good steering wheel. It's leather, it feels nice in your hands. Like I said, this is the DSG, so we do have the paddles mounted on the back. And if you take a look at the seats, actually, these are very familiar to the ones in the GTI, but I don't think they're exactly the same. But they do have a good amount of bolstering. They're red stitched, and they're very comfortable, actually. Fun fact, the Mark 7 GTI in Germany, the seats won an award for back health. That's a fun fact for you. Bet you didn't know that. But inside, it's a pleasant place to be. You have an 8-inch touchscreen infotainment display that has Apple CarPlay, Android Auto. Here, I can turn it on and actually show you guys that. It's really comfortable. You know, I'm a big guy, 6'2". There's plenty of room in here. Now, the other cool thing is you do have this little digital gauge cluster, and you can change what views you have. So you can go just a speedo. If you get navigation, you can look at the map as well. I like having the two, the TAC and the speedo. I think that's the most interesting one to look at. We also have this sunroof, which to me looks pretty large for a sedan. You have your little sun visor. And yeah, inside it's a really nice place to be, just like the normal Jetta, but with some sporty touches. So there you go, guys. That is the 2019 Volkswagen Jetta GLI. I'm super excited to be here in Tennessee driving this car, and I'm really excited to bring you guys along. So please be sure to come back to TFLcar.com for more news, views, real world reviews, and we're going to do a full first drive review with this car tomorrow, actually. So you'll see this video when it publishes, and then the next day this review will come out from Tennessee. So we'll see you guys next time.